Hey everybody, Klesso here. Welcome to Season 8. This is round 3 of Grand Arena. If you didn't see in the comments of the last video, I ended up losing just by a couple points, even though we both one-shotted everything on the first attempt. My opponent last week, and I knew it was going to be really hard, was extremely good. And I went first, and he did his math and figured out what he had to do, and he beat me by a few points. We can take a look at that review last round real quick, just so you can kind of see what happened. There it is. I lost by 12 points. This guy was awesome. We ended up talking. He actually thought I cheated with how well I did on his defense. And but obviously you all saw what I did. It wasn't anything magical, just normal stuff. But he was very good. I was outclassed last time. His mods were better. His characters were better. So I considered that quite a victory, a moral victory at least, for one-shotting everything. I had to clear some pretty gosh darn good teams. So, anywho, that's old news. On to the new news. We are in round 3, and my opponent today is Feydark, and he's very good too. I would say this is one of the most even matchups I've seen in a long time. He's already played. I've talked to him. He's super cool. He's getting ready to go to work. He wished me luck on my battles this evening, so it's nice. It was one cool thing about this Star Wars game is how cool the community is, and you reach out to people, and I've never had a bad experience with anybody. Everybody's awesome. So it's very enjoyable, especially this aspect of Grand Arena where you can message people and everything else. Take a look at my defense and how he did on my defense. All right. He pretty much one-shotted everything except for my Z-Maul team. He did the first 4 battles real quick, so I'm guessing he burned 4 metas pretty much and then had to think about the last 3 a little bit. So the only one he struggled on is my Z-Maul team. So I've got a tiny bit of wiggle room, but not much at all. On my ship, he cleared that. He's got Millennium Falcon too, so that's to be expected unless he put that on defense, which had he done that, that would have helped. But anywho, all right, let's take a look at his roster. As you can see, all the usual suspects. He's really good. He's got everything, just pretty much like me. There's not too much that he has that I don't, that I have that he doesn't. We're pretty similar here. Mod-wise and everything. I'll give you a look at that. Let's see. Let's get into it. Here's a look at the bot on Discord to kind of compare our two. Show you how similar we really are. G12 characters were 4 apart. 6-dot mods. That I got a pretty good advantage on them on that. I've actually got tons of 6-dot mods I can make, but I've been holding back because I try to only 6-dot the ones where the speed is bumped, every single time. That way, that's how you get quite a few more 20 plus speed on the secondaries. And I am beating him on that a little bit, but on 15 plus, he's got a little edge on me, and on 10 plus, he's got a big, advantage on me. So it's pretty even at this point. It's pretty darn even. You can't, really go wrong. So, all right, let's look at some battles here. Now, I did the math. He's already cleared my board. He had that one little hiccup on my Z-Maul. So I've pretty much have to, I did the math. It works out to I have to average about 56, a little over 56 points per battle to beat him. Well, actually to tie him. I got 57 or so. He was very efficient. Even though he stumbled a little bit on that one team and had to use 2 battles, he was still super efficient. So I have got my work cut out for me tonight. This was another time, as I mentioned last time, was the first time I saved my Revan for offense. I did it again just to kind of see. Last time I had to, or I had no shot at clearing the board. This time, I might have been. It might have worked in my favor to put my Revan on defense like I usually do, but I kept it. I wanted to see how my defense did without it. So, just okay. So that might have screwed me. I don't know. We have to do some battles and find out here. Let's see. All right. The hardest one they got right there is that CLS. I am going to take my Revan to that since he didn't set Revan on defense. Otherwise, I would mirror match that, and I would mirror match the CLS. But since I don't have to, and I know that up front because in this style of Grand Arena, they're not hiding any teams. Everything's up front. 7 battles, figure out your strategy, and go. So, let's get into it. Let's hit this CLS. We'll use Revan here. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be able to... Well, that's pretty much the worst case scenario is when Zeta Luke hits Jolee or the Han on the Zeta Luke team hits Jolee first because that forces turn meter. But we are going to do that to Chewie because if we can get Chewie out of there, that'll help break this team up faster than later, sooner than later. Okay, so that's a step in the right direction. Alright, now let's get Han out of there. That's all the damage. Okay. Spread some buffs around. He's got the Zeta on there, so even though I broke the taunt, it still lasts. That's okay. Let's get that. Alright. 57. I literally have to do that just about every single time to win. So that's a step in the right direction. I might have to take in a couple teams with unused slots. But man, that always scares me. I've never been one to do that. I've always just gone for, hey, let's clear it in the first attempt and let the chips fall where they may. Alright, let's take a little break from this and go do ships. He set the exact same defense that I did, that Mace timeout team. So that was what I expected to see when I looked at his ships and everything. So now it's a matter of executing. And he had 1 reinforcement brought in on my side. It'll be interesting. I got to try to keep it to that or kill it without bringing in a reinforcement. That's easier said than done. What do I want? Okay. Phantom and Cassian is really what makes this team so good. Bringing them in off the bench depending on the situation. I highly recommend putting the ship Zetas on them for their reinforcement abilities. Both of them are super necessary. Normally I have Houndstooth on this team instead of Biggs in the starting lineup, but since I set my Houndstooth, I got to cheat a little bit and use Biggs in my starting lineup, which is fine. It should work fine. I'm not worried about losing. It's more about just getting the points here. All right. Just use the basic. Assist. All right. Mass attack. All right, he's got breach. I always use this 4th ability, hoping that that can get, now I'm going to use the 2nd ability to call the assist, and it didn't do as much damage as I would have hoped. So here, I'm just going to do the basic. There's an opportunity had Houndstooth died, I would have done the AoE to get the defense penetration on Millennium Falcon, and then I would have brought in Cassian. But since that didn't happen and Houndstooth is still there, I'm just going to do the basic. Even though that killed him. But it's fine. Now we'll bring in Phantom. We'll just do a big hit here. Ooh, Gauntlet. Gauntlet's real good. Even though Gauntlet doesn't have as much health, I want him out of there sooner than later. Oh, come on. I really want to get this guy dead before he brings in another reinforcement, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, yes it is. So that's pretty much going to be a tie on ships. He brought in one reinforcement on that side, I brought in one on this side. And the important thing about this is I was factoring in 57 points per attack, including ships, and I got some bonus ones here. So that is a step in the right direction. All right. Now, let's go ahead and use my JTR against this Bosk team. Resistance. And I can cheat and use that and that. Yeah. Yeah, I can do this. Alright. This should be overkill, and that is a good thing, because we need as many points as we can get. Call BB-8. Okay, he's stunned, so that's good. I want to get rid of Zam. She can do some really bad stuff with her thermal detonators. They start popping off, and let's get turn meter away since. Alright, that should do that. Okay. I'm gonna actually go after Boba Fett here. Hide everybody. Or not. Killed him once. Actually, let's go after Cad. We got everyone. So let's do that. Alright. Why is that not hiding everybody? I don't get that at all. Let's remove some turn meter. Well, keep them stunned for even longer. Let's do this. Am I missing something? Why is R2's second ability not hiding everybody but him when I'm doing that? I've never seen anything like that before. Alright. I don't recall them getting a hit, so that's as good as you're going to do with 5 people. I could have went in short-handed, maybe got a couple extra points, but I will take that all day long. Alright. Now. Ewoks have never let me down against First Order. Let's let that not happen tonight, too. Now, this First Order officer is faster. He's going to go first. And it gets a little sketchy up front, because that's going to force turn meter to everyone else, and they're going to go a couple times, but then I get to go, and then after that, should be fine. Love my Ewoks. See, they get to go a couple times. What I don't want, that's kind of what I don't want. Because we want to, the name of the game is Hiding Elder. That's alright. Get some health up. Okay, now we can hide. Oh, I gotta go after. Yeah, let's just kill that dude. No, it's not gonna let me hide him. So let's call Chirpa for the damage. Alright, now let's mass attack. Get a taunt going. Taunt feels good. Okay, now we want to get rid of Executioner because he's the main damage dealer. After that, we should be fine. It still won't let me hide him, so that's alright. As long as Paplu's taunting, we can get away with not being able to hide Ewok Elder. Almost. Come on. Okay, he's out of there. Now let's get rid of Stormtrooper. Health up. Alright, now we can hide them. See? Easy. I always get down to these two. That's the name of the game. Then I get rid of crew. And then you can pretty much just auto regular Xylo. Alright, let's throw it on auto. Sometimes Kylo Ren can stick around for longer than you expect because of all the health regeneration and everything. But then he gets those damage over times and it's not too bad. But no reason to chance it. Just throw it on auto and let everything do its thing. Keep your fingers crossed. There we go. All right, 54. So I'm under my average on that one. A couple points that could come back to bite me, but it was a clean win, so I will take it. All right. Now. Next hardest team is this one with Nest, and I'm going to use my Traya team. Sith. Doot. I wonder if going in with an unused. And this may not be a time to play around, but I thought I saw something where if you use a Nihilist lead, because Nihilist lead, they don't have any protection, but if you're over 50% health, it gives full health and full protection points to them. Is one thing I thought I saw. So this might be a gamble, but let's see what happens. I'm already not going to win the whole thing. I feel like the last round really was the finals. So let's just test it, see what happens. Yeah, I know. I'm doing that on purpose. All right, let's get some force drains. Good, we got 3. I want to get, that's probably going to get dispelled. Yeah, I didn't think. All right, let's isolate L3. Because her taunt can be horrible. We'll get rid of that taunt. Now we'll start working on Vandor. See if we can't get a stun. Nope. Want to kill Vandor so he doesn't bring anyone back. Even though really the whole point of all this anyway is to annihilate Nest. Already got Held by Hatred off, so that's good. I'm going to save that Annihilate for a second. Start working on Bandor. This is going to be, they're not doing any damage. So if, okay, let's get rid of Nest. If what I saw was right, let's try to get a stun on her. She's got turn meter. There we go. See if we can't keep that on L3. Get some more force drains, heal a little bit. Let's do that. Do that. This might make me up some points if that's true. Come on. Be true. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we use the Nihilist lead. Man, I'm glad that worked out. That got me a few extra points. Because I got the unused slot bonus, and I got full health and full protection, even though none of them started with protection to begin with. That is what I'm talking about. That'll make up for the last round where my average dipped a little bit because of that 54-point win. Alright, now, next hardest thing is going to be this Z-Maul team, but I still have CLS, so let's use that. Rebels. Now I need to pick somebody that has higher health and protection than Luke. So I think that's going to have to be Kanan. Or no, Ezra will work for that. That way, guard goes on Luke and not anyone else. So we want Luke to be the weakest health plus protection. That way Han and Luke have guard from Chewie. So I'll use Ezra here. Hopefully I did my maths right. Bingo. Okay. Since that's the only person I can hit. Let's do that. Get rid of Sun Fact. Get rid of some turn meter. Alright. Now, let's... Come on. Come on. It's a bad thing about these Z-Maul teams. Come on. Don't do anything crazy now. Alright, Palpatine's gone. That's a step in the right direction. Let's get rid of Vader. There we go. Alright. That's a Luke. Not as many points. Now, that team dipped my average a little bit lower. This is going to be as close as it gets, I think, folks. We're rocking and rolling, though. So whatever happens, happens. All right. Okay. Now, we got Phoenix. Phoenix, I am going to do... Let's do Rex, Hermit Yoda, Wampa, and who do we want to use? Let's do Chirrut. We'll go in with an unused slot. We got some healing here. Hopefully we can get over 57 points with this lineup. That's the goal here. Yeah. Well aware. Alright, let's do this to get some master's training over there. Some days. Hey, that's good. I'll take that days. Let's do this. Get some tenacity up. Then big hit. Wasn't as big as a hit as I would have liked. Okay, we got a taunt going over there. Let's get some foresight. Or not. Really, this whole team is just to protect Wampa. Wampa's going to do all the work here. Like that. But I'm hoping... let's save that middle for tenacity, since Wampa still has tenacity up. Alright, yeah, he's getting strong. Now let's do that to Chirrut, since he's the next hardest hitter. Still don't need to do that. Do that. Some more days? Heck yeah. Now we'll do it. Get tenacity up again. Get some healing. Do a big hit. Alright. Get a little bit more healing. Alright. What do we get? Hey, 59. Yes. I will take that. We're keeping above our average. We got a couple below, but mostly above. So I'm feeling pretty good. Alright. Now, I'm purposely not going to do the math on this one. I don't even want to know in advance. I know that sounds stupid, and a smart person would want to know, but I just want to beat it cleanly. I think I'm doing all right. All right, let's do palp. Let's do this. Use range. Who else would be good in this lineup? Kanan seems kind of crazy, but maybe for the tank. What do I do? Let's put Death Trooper in there for some death mark. Keep our fingers crossed here. Alright. Let's fracture Geonosian Soldier. He hits really hard. Let's get an ability block on Stormtrooper Han. There we go. Now we can't taunt. See if we can't stun. Got a couple. Okay. Let's get rid of TIE Fighter Pilot. Get rid of Phasma. Oh, or not. Or so. Okay. Get some Death Mark. First Order TIE Pilot. Who do we need to top off? We need to top off Palpatine. Let's do Han. Now we got some shock. See if we can't do that calling blade. He's still stunned, so let's kill him. Alright, 60 points? 60 points. I think we got it. Come on, what's the final score? Yes. 1 by 19. Yes. That's pretty darn good. So that one stumble that he had on my Z Maul team proved to be most of what happened there, I'm guessing. It helped that for the first time almost ever, my opponent attacked before I did. Usually I always find myself waiting, and it's nerve-wracking. This guy, he attacked right away, and he was just knocking down everything and kicking butt. Had a little chat with him. I'll show you that. Told him it was fun to watch. He complimented me on the Z-Mall team. He said I was the first person to use Millennium Falcon not on defense, which seems crazy. You should not put Millennium Falcon on defense, because if the opposing person did what I did, their Millennium Falcon is going to take out yours, and then you have to deal with a Mace timeout team without Millennium Falcon. That doesn't compute. Anyway, told him good luck, all that good stuff. Like I said, the community's great. Every time I reach out to anybody or they reach out to me, everyone's awesome. That's what this game's really about, teamwork with guilds and competing against other people that have been playing for, 3 years now. And, Darth Revan comes out tomorrow. Everyone's excited about that. There's all kinds of speculation about how hard that's going to be. I've got the characters geared, but my Juhani and my Canderous are not geared very high. I've got tons of gear saved, but I don't want to put it on them unless I absolutely have to, just to unlock Darth Revan, because I've been saving all this gear for Darth Revan because I want to take him immediately to gear 12. But now we just found out that they're adding 2 new pieces of gear for gear 8 and gear 9, and you need 100 of each to get, past that. So here they are making some more money as usual. That's fine. Whatever. Anyway, that's it. Had another good round. Appreciate everyone watching. Had a great time. Feel free, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't know what it really does. I'm not monetized. I just like making these videos. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed it. And good luck to you on your round of Grand Arena. Have a good one. We'll do it again next time.